Wind AI programs were tussling her hair as she waited. The dynamic values of her virtual body made sure her hair always looked excellent. She had chosen a large rock to lounge upon while she was waiting, painting a scene of calm beauty. Aura had not been waiting for long, but she always arrived early for meetings, allowing her to choose her position and manipulate the weather effects, so she could appear suitably divine for any situation, a great benefit when you are a virtual god. It's not like gods weren't worshipped before the virtual age. They certainly were, but after the advent of digital consciousness and virtual reality, it became possible for people or programs to become godlike, worshipped by others, much like Aura. She had more than 10,000 worshippers now, all offering a small corner of their mind to her, an average of 5% of their potential mental power, given over for her mind to thrive. Aura smiled as the portal opened. Its swirling effects played with the desert sand, creating intricate patterns of swirls. From this shimmering disk of light stepped Morda, who had asked for this meeting. He was a virtual god as well, though his following was smaller, just a few hundred worshippers at the moment. His virtual body was impressive, standing taller than Aura, nearly 4 meters in height, his long grey robes fluttering wildly in the wind, code pushing the tassels to form humanoid shapes, reaching out and clawing at the sand around him. He had no hair of any kind, allowing his smooth dark skin to soak up the sun, though only through his head and arms, as his body and legs were hidden by the robes. "Welcome to the desert?" Aura's voice flowed from the wind algorithms itself, her lips never moving from her smile.
"Thank you for agreeing to meet with me,"
Morda replied as he approached the rock where Aura sat.
"I believe that you and I can help one another grow in power and influence."
He smiled a wide smile, too wide for his face, making it seem like his head was about to split in two. Aura rose to her feet and stepped off the rock, drifting toward the floor, rather like a falling feather, though she stopped falling once they were both at eye level. The wind coiled around her, keeping her aloft and steady. "You want to form a pantheon, expand your worship, but I have nearly 100 times the following you do, so what's in it for me?" Keeping her voice calm and still smiling a gentle smile, Aura already knew what he was going to say. He'd recently gained several worshippers that operate a space-based fabricator, something Aura currently doesn't have access to.
"I'm sure you know that my people have access to some useful facilities,"
Morda replied coolly, his smile fading away as he spoke.
"I propose that we each offer 1/5 of our worship to the formation of a pantheon, half of which we apply to the formation of a heaven."
There was nothing wrong with his offer. Even Aura had considered forming a pantheon. She could certainly use the fabricator. Donations from her worshippers would fund a ship within a year, or a colony in 50. That would allow her and Morda to grow in worshippers very quickly. "Have you made this offer to any others?" the wind inquired on Aura's behalf. Morda took a half-step back, feigning a look of horror, an act, but one designed to show some respect.
"Of course not. I am the humble supplicant, offering to share my worship and resources with you, as the leader of the pantheon and first among its halls."
As he ended the sentence, Morda stepped back another pace and bowed his head. Aura couldn't help but smile wider. The wind whipped up in delight around her. He knows how to make a god happy, and he was certainly a better ally than some of the others that had offered her membership. always in the bottom tier of their pantheons. As Mordor rose again, he smiled wide once more. Aura's delight was clear to him, so with a gesture, a collection of virtual scrolls flowed from his robes, spiralling in the simulated wind. Aura began to orchestrate the scrolls and many more files of her own, crafting the space and redistributing the worship of thousands. Though she was a little surprised to discover that Mordor had nearly twice the worshippers she had expected. Above the desert, the files and scrolls formed together, taking shape as the two of them cast architectural designs into the swirling vortex of shimmering sand, fluttering paper, playful wind, and showers of light. The new space for the desert allowed it to transform. The horizon changed from unending sand to a mixture of forest and savanna, divided by great rivers and gentle streams, though desert remained under their feet. Above them formed a majestic and beautiful hall of heaven, the centre of this realm, the heart of the new pantheon.